Welcome to the GameChanger 00100 show. I'm your host, GameChanger. Okay, so y'all know how I like to do, give people time to come in. On the screen here, you see a Thai woman. I don't know much about her, but I like to go over a quick short. And this one I thought was cute. She's kind of cute, but I thought that what she had to say and do was cute. So let's take a listen right quick while y'all hit that like button. Fair use.
Tattoo on your leg like B7.
Oh yeah.
Can I ask you about the meaning?
So my and seven in Thailand is pronounced like jet, so it's B jet.
Interesting. That's amazing. I see you have a tattoo on your leg like B7.
Oh yeah.
Can I ask
Okay, so for those of you who didn't get past the accent, or maybe my volume is bad, or what have you, but her name is Bridget. Apparently, her father is American, likely white American, from the looks of her. And her mother couldn't pronounce her name. So I want to stop right there for a second. The mother didn't name the daughter. So we know who wore the pants in that particular relationship. It's obvious. He's like, listen, I am going to name the daughter, and I don't care if you can pronounce your own daughter's name. I am the leader of this relationship. Therefore, if I want to name her Bridget, you either figure out how to pronounce your daughter's name, or pronounce it the best you can and call her B7 into perpetuity. So the mother couldn't pronounce the name, even though that's the name that the father chose for her. And then she called her Briz Sit. And apparently sit in the language is 7. You got to give it up for that. That was a cute little takeaway. Okay. So to the main event. Salute to everybody in the chat, all the early people. Greatly appreciate you. Greatly appreciate you a lot. All right. So to the main event. Let me share the screen. Okay, actually, before I get into it, I want to address some things that said. And my take on Black American women in other places. You know, apparent when they travel, when they go on their trips, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Listen, and listen good. There is no better place on earth for a Black woman to be than America. I'm going to say that again. There's no better place on earth for them to be than America. There's no better place for really any woman, but for women, there's no better place. When you look at what women want, you know, whether it's handsome guys, rich guys, beaches, good weather, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, there is no place better in the world than the US of A. None. These women who are going to places like Jamaica to get rubbed down by, you know, a yard boy or whatever you call the people that do the rub downs and stuff, you know, or to get their groove back. Listen, you know, if you want a 6-pack Black dude, then you go to the Bronx or something. Or if you're from the East Coast, you go to Florida. And I don't even think that these guys are even like, you know, off shirt dudes, but you know, they're really going there because they want to get the experience. They want to do what the men do. Now remember that's going to come up later. They want to do what the men do, meaning that they look at men as going to exotic island countries and having sexual interactions with the locals. So their flex is, I can do that too, so I'm going to go to an exotic foreign country and have sex with it. It doesn't really hit the same because you get it a lot easier. Women get sexual contact a lot easier than men, even unattractive women. So they're going just for the feeling of being a man. It's really twisted. It's really bizarre. There's nothing, I repeat, there's nothing in Thailand for you that doesn't exist in abundance here in the US. Nothing at all. But yet they choose to go and bring their husbands. And the question is why? Now, I'm hoping that this video will answer that question. I really am. I'm hoping that this video will answer that question. But before I even start on the video, because keep in mind, I haven't seen it. I have seen others talk about it. I've seen it in the thumbnails, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So I was like, okay, let me take a listen and see what's going on. Let me go straight to the source, Zoom to Thailand, and see what he's talking about. Salute to him. Salute to, I call him Gregory Hines. You know, I hope you don't get offended, but brother, you look like Gregory Hines. All right, so, and that's not an insult to either of you. All right, so let me present. Okay, so salute to the CGI work. Why? I'm assuming that this is CGI or just extremely filtered, but what's with the tooth on this one and this one? What's with the teeth? What's with the teeth on these two? That's one red flag about this rendering. Another is, and this is something I can't stand. I can't stand when a woman wear whatever you call this, like a tube top or a midriff or something like that. I can't stand when they show off their midsection, but not show off their midsection. What is that? Like, when you can't see their belly button, it's trickery. It's B-craft. It is something bad. It is something going on there. Her pants is raised above her belly button. They typically wear the high-waisted pants to hide the fat that lies underneath the belly button. That is trickery. Look at her belly button. And this is AI. So this is how computers see them. Well, I don't even think that he typed in AI fat chick, because then you would get something or someone much, much bigger. Nope. Nope. I think that this is just how the computer sees them. The way AI works is it goes off of a series of real world photo images, and then it comes to a conclusion. So unfortunately, this was generated by so many inputs of photos of Black women. All right, so let's get into it. Fair use, fair use. Oh wait, there's the value, or does it start off like that?
Agree on the facts. The fact of it is, we're disjointed in the worst way we've ever been.
And another fact is that we love Black men. Like, I hate that idea.
Okay. I hate how quick she was to not really cut him off, but to not let what he said sink in. There was no pause. There was just like, and another fact is, oh God, I could tell I'm going to be annoyed by this chick.
That Black women don't. That's why so many of us are single.
You ever notice that they're always trying to find public justifications for why they're single? Every time a camera is on them, they are always trying to answer the question, why am I single? Why am I single? I'm single because ... But men like, I'm not going to call him Gregory Hines, men like Zoom To Thailand is really trying to explain to you why you are. But you don't listen.
That's why you have so many Black women that are single, because we don't want it outside. We don't. Not.
Now we're hearing it again. Wait a minute. Look at how this woman is looking at her. I don't know. I'm going to watch it further, but this light-skinned chick and this woman here, they're looking at her like, I don't like that chick. I don't like that. I don't like this chick. This dude, he's looking away. But yeah, they looking at her like, yeah, there's a there.
Really, we will. If we have to. We want a good Black man to show up and do.
Okay. Dang, I can't even go like a minute. Like I stopped it 3 times in the first 48 seconds. The whole good Black man, all we want is a good Black man. The only way that would be true, is if she never shot down a good Black man. And there are very, very few. I shouldn't say, all, but I would say 98% of good Black men, or excuse me, of Black women have shot down at least one good Black man. Now, I'm not going to say that they all go to Pookie Ray Ray and stuff like that. That's what y'all do. I'm not going to say that. I am going to say that a good Black man, by her definition, won't cheat, et cetera, has been shot down by her and the majority of Black women. Let's not pretend like y'all have problems finding one good Black man. Let's not pretend like that's the case. Like, oh, I can't find. No, y'all have shot down at least one good Black man in your entire life. Let's not kid yourself. And I'm not even talking about like, and I'm talking, and this is no shade to the ones who hold the pick me title. Even pick-me's have turned down one good Black man. You have swiped left on one good Black man. You can't tell me that through all your DMs and all of your, Tinder links and stuff like that. You can't tell me that in that don't exist one good Black man. Now, Pablo Frescobar, he said something in the chat room that I'm going to address. So apparently the guy who is, afraid to make eye contact like she's a white man in the 1945 Alabama, he's just sitting there like he's afraid to make eye contact with her. Like, oh no, I ain't gonna look at them white folk. He the one that's sitting there like that, apparently that is her husband. That is her husband. Okay, so you remember when I showed the Thai woman whose name was Bridget because her father decided to name his daughter a name that the mother couldn't pronounce. And now you look at a Black marriage with a Black woman and the husband won't look at his wife. And she is just talking real reckless. And he is, oh God. But they're hard to find. Sweetie, if a good Black man, which I'm going to assume that your husband is hard to find, not only why did you find him, but secondly, why is he with you? I mean, because let's break that down. It's not like it's just like this whole race of women that are looking for him, and he chose you out of all the black women. If all the black women who claim to be looking for a good black man were actually looking for a good black man, he would have his choices of all of them, and he wouldn't have chosen you. I'm sorry. Look at the look on his face. This is the look of a black man who has heard it all, just like everybody in this space have heard it all. These chicks are not reading from a new script. They are not. This is Gilligan's Island. They are like, we all know that at the end of the day, Gilligan is going to be on the island. We all know that at the end of the cartoon, the coyote will not be eating Roadrunner. We all know that Elmer Fudd is not. We know that that what's his name, Dr. Claw, is not going to get Inspector Gadget. We know that. We know that Jack Tripper, shout out to Three's Company, is not going to have a threesome at the end of each episode. We know that. That is how jaded he looks. He knows how it's going to end.
Like normal
cooking, cleaning.
We want to have an relationship.
They are looking like this chick. I don't think that they're with her. Like at first I seen them and I was like, okay, you have the light-skinned chick, you have the older black chick, and then you have the you have the old one, and then you have the older one, and then you have the light-skinned chick. Like that's how I pictured the dynamic, but it don't even seem like they came with her and that they are really like about what she's about. I could be wrong, but you know, like I said, see, when I seen everything going on, shout out to Dr. Thunder. I seen that he was doing a video on this first thing in the morning, and I was like, okay, after work, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna cover this. But I didn't see it because I was busy. I didn't see his video on it. So I was like, I'm gonna look at Zoom to Thailand and see what he's talking about. And lo and behold, this is it. I was like, if I'm gonna watch it, I might as well watch it with you all. So yeah.
Believe in traditional gender roles. I don't
For that expression. She's light-skinned, dead. But remember how in the beginning she was saying that that's why we're single, because we're loyal and there aren't any good men. You know what they like to preach. But really, the reason that you're single is because you don't believe in traditional gender roles. That is the reason that you're single.
Traditional gender roles.
I couldn't pause in the time. Dang it. All right, never mind.
I gotta sit clean. If I work all day and you work all day, then we all.
I don't know if they're laughing with her or at her, but it really doesn't make sense that she's confused about it. Like she's confused by why you're single. The reason why black women are single is because, we just want a good black man and we're loyal to black. No, that's bullcrap. The reason that you're single is because you are not offering what women offer traditionally. You're not. The whole thing is if I work and you work, which really isn't that, because, if you ask the same chick, she'll be asking for a provider. but she'll insist on providing for herself so she don't have to provide to the household in a traditional way. Oh, this is ridiculous. No, I know, Scott. Somebody told me her husband is the one in the dreads. Pablo says that's a Thai woman. So who's a Thai? So wait, which one? She was raised there or something? You got to elaborate.
You get to sit on your time too, right? So no, it depends on the situation.
We're not taking a lot of the ish we used to take. We're not taking a lot of the ish we used to take. So you admit that you are less valuable to us than your mother and grandmother, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You are less of a woman. Okay, now let's talk about this. Okay, so y'all talking about the light-skinned one. All right, so now let's talk about this. Let's talk about the light-skinned woman. Because I've never been to Thailand. I will admit. I have been to the Philippines. And what I noticed about Pacific Islanders is oh crap. He even labeled it. That's cool. He even labeled it like this is her husband. They want okay. Here's what I mean. Here's what I mean by that. Let me get a picture of the light-skinned chick so y'all can see what I'm talking about. Look at her hair. So if she's Thai, then her hair isn't naturally like that. She went through a process to get her hair like that. Now, why did she do that? Because what they do, take notes, fellas, because I'm also going to talk about the bad about dealing with chicks from other places. But right now, I'm gonna talk about this. What she's doing, and what a lot of them is doing, is they are emulating. They like, okay, I am dating a Black American man. And then what they do is they go online and then they start Googling and they start watching movies and they start watching videos. And believe it or not, and I had them tell me this, they start watching porn. They try to figure out what you like to eat, how you like to dance, what you like your girl to look like. They start doing that. And then the result is something that looked like this. I thought there was a light-skinned Black chick. I did. You know, the result is something that looked like this. They're like, okay, he likes lashes. He likes, and some of them they put like dark lipstick on, and you know, some of them will look like one of the cheerleaders from Bring It On, the Compton High cheerleaders from Bring It On. Like I've seen that. Like once you are in their targets, they look for what you like. They're like, okay, Black men like this, so I am going to emulate that. And then they try to like, okay, he likes this music, he likes this type of dance. They really go all out. And this is an example of that. That is what she is doing right now. She's emulating. And they do it for the white guys too. So what's all this I love you stuff? Oh, I love you, Black man, but I don't need you because I'm making my own money. Then that means that you don't love them. If you're comfortable being single, because you now have money, then that wasn't love. Okay, say for example, right? They make sex bots. And I'm not talking about, some 3PO crap, right? I'm talking about like the real deal. Like this movie I seen starring Stormy Mai. Well, it wasn't starring, but it was a movie. It was called 2050. I played it on movie night, and it was about at that time people had like realistic sex bots that walked and talked and did all the good stuff, and it was indistinguishable. Like a person who would meet them couldn't even tell that it wasn't a female. So if something like that was invented and the men in society took to that, then it would mean that they didn't love you. They just wanted your sexual function. Like once they have an alternative, then they are going to go around with the mentality like, I no longer need you because I have an alternative source of sex. Right now, what you're saying is, I don't need you now that I have an alternative source of income. Hit the like button. Now that I have an alternative source of income, your services are no longer needed. And look at this dude. Look at this dude. Look at his face. Look at his hair. Why is his hair longer than his woman? Fellas, why are so many black men's hair longer than the woman's hair? That's sick. Your hair is longer than your woman's hair. That means you are taking more time, effort, and energy in your physical appearance, in your beautiful, beautiful hair. You are taking more time and energy into your beautiful, beautiful hair than your woman. That is twisted. Not just like your dreads. It is twisted that you are taking more time and energy into your hair than your woman is. I can't believe this. This is bizarro. Black men are taking more effort into their physical appearance than the woman. It shows in our hair, it shows in our abs, and it shows in our clothing. Jesus. It even shows in our smell. It even shows in our smell. Fellas, press the like button if you hear me. It shows in our smell. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Some of these chicks smell like car air fresheners. That's their perfume. You got people like Kevin Samuels, trying to shove Tom Ford down. And I never bought it, but I smelled Tom Ford, and I could see why he was like a fan of it. He's like shoving Tom Ford down the gullets of black men. Shoving suits down. You got brothers talking about body game and stuff like that. Where is the black female equivalent that's doing as well? I'm telling you, they be spraying car freshener on their wigs. And he's just sitting there without anything, with no comeback. He's just sitting there, just letting her. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. So on X-Men 3, there was a scene where Magneto. Okay, so this was the one where they where all the mutants got together and they went to attack Alcatraz, and Magneto was the leader, and he sent all the mutants, and then Beast stabbed him with a serum that took away his powers. He was a mutant without powers, meaning that he was just a regular old white guy with a helmet on. And then he looked at Jean Grey and he said, this is what they want for all of us. Like, this is what they want for all of us. Well, I'm Magneto. This is what this right here, all of us. This is what they want for all of us. That's what they want for all of us.
My grandma had to take a whole lot of shit from her granddad. She had it was you guys, right? Time.
Y'all not getting it. That's why you're single. It's because y'all never wanted the men. You're saying that your grandmama didn't want your granddad. She had to have him. She needed him. So what we're saying is, since y'all found an alternative, Gregory Hines found his alternative in Thailand. It's like, okay, y'all no longer need us, and y'all only want us if our hair is longer than yours. Therefore, I am going to, dang, I wish I was Skylar. I don't wish I was Skylar. I wish I had his airplane sound thing right now. Shout out to Skylar. But I wish I had his zoom. I wish I had that. I wish I had the zoom sound effect right now. I wish I had that, because it makes all the sense in the world. It's like, listen, you know, y'all have proclaimed, and y'all still proclaim y'all lack of need for a husband, with your husband sitting on ass right here. Zoom. I can't make the sounds, but y'all know. Imagine that sound.
We don't have to have you guys.
So if it's a choice, then you're choosing to be single. This is too much. I keep pausing it because it's just the ridiculousness of it. The ridiculousness of it.
And then you just made my point for, and this is no disrespect towards you. You just
shout out to Zoom To Thiland. I don't fast forward through your CGI and all that good stuff because I don't appreciate your work. I fast forward through it because I don't want to get a copyright strike for the music. I don't know how that, you know, I don't know how that's playing out for me, you know. So that's all that is. But salute to you, brother.
It's something you already know.
Thailand, I
Yes,
see
sir.
you.
Yes, sir. Happy Thanksgiving. See y'all good?
Yeah, I'm good.
I just about to start. Happy Thanksgiving. Hello, ma'am. Happy Thanksgiving. And you see this here? This is an example
Oh,
of what
wow. Wow. Okay.
I'm talking about. I was just wishing everybody a happy Thanksgiving. Now, to be fair to her, I don't know if she was kidding or not. When she did that, I immediately felt like I was back in the Matrix. While I'm in Thailand, I don't want to feel it. Today, I'm going to have a round table at the Zoom headquarters and speak.
Wait, so is this one her husband? Or is he married to the Thai woman? Y'all let me know. Oh, like this guy here, is he married to? Which one is he married to?
The conversation got heated and intense in certain parts because we got a few chapters so y'all can get to the part of exactly what you want to hit the scrubs. I'm offended, or you don't want to hear the raw truth, you can just Click off now. And that,
okay, so he might say the same thing I'm thinking. Okay. Is that a baby? Oh, okay. All right. So who's this chick then? Who's this chick? And by that, I mean, is she a friend of this black woman? Is she a friend of the black woman because she feels that that's the best way to attract a black foreign man? Because it's not, or else they wouldn't be there. Like, why would they go to Thailand to get with a chick that behaves like that? Okay. Okay, yeah, that's who is this? Is she just like a because she's literally like a fifth wheel? Because I know Zoom's girl is not her, and she was in the thing just a moment ago. So yeah, she's just like a fifth wheel looking for some penis. Okay, so she's somebody, so she's a regular on the show. I got you. Okay. Look at how she's looking at him. The husband's still not making eye contact. Look at how she's looking at him. Life is like a hurricane deep in Duckburg. Look, she got the duck lips at him. Husband, not saying nothing. This man is looking, he's wondering what's happening on the game. He just zooms out. These words are true. These words are true. I'm waiting for her response. I'm waiting for her response because I could tell by her expression that she's not soaking it in and that she's just waiting for another, response that comes straight from the scroll. Shout out to Kenneth Williams. I appreciate the super sticker, brother. I appreciate it. So watch. Oh gosh. You know what it is? She's about to say but. Hit the like button. She's about to say but. Now, I want y'all to remember Ned Stark. He said one of the wisest things on Game of Thrones, and Game of Thrones have a lot of wisdom. He said everything before the word but is BS. I repeat, everything before the word but is BS. She's about to say but. She's just about to acknowledge that he spoke and then say, yeah, but I'm a queen. Look at my hair. Or some stupid crap. Listen to me good. Okay, let me read this. I appreciate the generosity of Salty Balls. He says, Chessboard and Berkeley is fire if you can tolerate the line. Excuse me. Why I say chess? Small here. But Chessboard and Berkeley is fire if you can tolerate the line. Okay. Haven't been to Berkeley in a while. I used to go there all the time in high school because I really like my dream school was UC Berkeley. Yeah, Chessboard, my bad. But they did have some nice restaurants there. And yeah, there was a line for it. So yeah, I feel you when you say that. All right. Appreciate the generous super chat. Appreciate you, Salty Balls. Y'all sign up to him, Machismo TV. Appreciate it. It says, thanks for covering the effery. Oh, most definitely. Most definitely. Oh, and just so y'all know, this is my first watch. This is my first watch of this show. So I'm not of this show, but of this episode. So yeah, y'all getting it first. So heed my predictions. Watch how she responds. You see that? No, he's not saying that because he's talking about two-way expectations. You're talking about just setting your demands, setting your list of demands to the guy. So she didn't say what I predicted, and that is the but. Wait, y'all can't hear it? Can y'all hear it? Anyway, let me know in the chat room if y'all can hear it. But she didn't say the two-way. She didn't say the but thing that I was talking about. But he's talking about two-way communication about what each party wants. She's talking about, support the woman and determine what she wants and give it to her. All right, y'all hear me, not the video. Let me replay the video then. All right. Audio share. All right, I'll go back a little bit.
Those things can also change. So it's not really a black or white thing. And I need some more support because I know like women have still single.
You stupid. You stupid. Oh yeah, well, I know some women who have been married and they still wound up single parents. Yeah, they're divorced or widowed. What did that have to do with what he said? And she says, for that, we need more support. Shut the hell up. He's not a POW. He's a hostage. right.
All men gotta do the dish. Looking at a girl that's gonna do that, more power to you.
Good.
But what's happening is now a lot of Black women are.
Oh, hold on. The reason why we're single is because we love Black men and blah 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 blah. No. The reason that you're single is because it's a negotiation tactic. Basically, you're holding out for a better deal. It's like with anything. Like if you are negotiating for a job and you want a certain amount, and that amount, let's just say you want 210K and they offer like 150K, and you just hold out. You hold out and say, yeah, I really love this place and I really want to work here, but you're just holding out for a better deal. And the thing about bras like you is that y'all hold out too damn long. Vivica Fox held out too damn long. Lisa Ray held out too damn long. Erica Williams held out too damn long. They unthawing eggs and crap. You know, Kendra, what's her name? Not Crimson Cure, but the other one. You know, the Kendra from the show. She held out. They unthawing eggs. Like they are holding out, but that's not love. Negotiating is not love. Like people don't negotiate when they are like looking to complete a mutual goal. Exactly, Cafe. Oh, yes, that's because we love y'all too hard. No, you're just talking about how willing y'all are and how ready, willing, and able y'all are to be single if y'all demands aren't met. Miss me with that bull.
And independent means that you're uncovered. Let me say that again to all you lovely ladies out there. We'll get you, ladies. What woman around her? She's not ready because
As I was editing this episode, I was listening to Dennis stream in the background. Dennis is not referring to this lovely lady in our interview. However, I will stream
To be with somebody, either that person is going to bring me peace, or he can get the hell on.
Now I gotta give her husband credit. He's a way better man than me.
That's not credit. That's shade. What does she mean? Bring her peace. See, whenever somebody, especially like this, say bring them peace, it means that they are not already living a peaceful life. It means that their life is already full of turmoil for whatever reason. And when she says, bring me peace, what she's really saying is, I want you to allow me to unleash the havoc that is my life onto you while you sit there and don't make eye contact. Like this man is doing now. He is a whipping boy for all of her effery. She comes home from a long day of creating havoc in the universe and yells at him and offlet some of that havoc into him. All right, give me a second. Yeah, that is what she does. Look at the look on his face. He looks like the first day of prison. He looks like of somebody who was falsely accused. Speaking of which, shout out to Jonathan Majors. Soon you will be doing good. Yeah, ha. Anyway, he looks like somebody in prison who was falsely accused, still trying to figure it out. The first day. He's like, why did I sign up for this? And I bet you that they're newly married. I'm willing to bet anything that they are newly married. Why do I say that? Because women like this, they don't marry young. They don't marry young. They wait until, their vajayjay has no value and look for a guy that has no standards.
I couldn't have just sat there and let my wife talk like I wasn't even there, like a champ. Gentlemen, if you want to stay married to a matrix-minded woman, this is probably your best option. Let your woman talk her emotions out and let it go through one ear. Now, if you're paying attention or not. But if you watch the Thai woman, she looks a thing that was being said to her.
Okay. Okay, I'm back. So he was asking, why is the Thai woman there silently? Why isn't she saying anything, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So the reason is because they're not really used to women behaving that way. That's what's really going on with that. They're not used to women behaving in that fashion, so she don't know how to process it. Kind of like if you grew up in a country where there's no LGBT, because there are countries like that in the world because the crap's illegal. So if you're a young man and you come from a country like that, and then you go to like the Pride Parade in San Francisco, then you wait, what are y'all talking about? Is Zoom doing commentary on his own video? What are you talking about? Oh yeah, that's just his style. Yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, so and he looks around and he's like, "What's this? This is confusing. I never seen a man behave this way." It's that same thinking. It's that same feeling. She's looking like, because she's trying to emulate, but she's like, wait a minute, y'all actually like this? Look at her husband. She's thinking like, I would treat that dude with the dreads so well, but instead he chooses to be with her. But you see, he got with her before he knew better. He got with her before he knew better. And now he's regretting it. It's kind of like buying a car at a certain place for a certain price, only to find out later that, you could have got a better car for a better price at a better place. That is what the husband is suffering through right now. Buyer's remorse. And I'm willing to bet anything that she suggested that they go to Thailand. Of all places, she suggested that they go to Thailand because she wants him to feel this buyer's remorse.
Women in Thailand don't usually think I got to thinking, we're in.
All right, this is annoying. Zone is saying like change the quality of the video in order to have a better thing, but I don't really know where to go and how to do that, so that's a non-starter. But this is annoying. All right, let me just try some things in settings. Let's see. It is on standard definition. It's just like that. All right, let me go to low. All right, let me present again. Share screen. All right, Zone, come up after the show so this don't happen on the next one.
Thailand having the same exact conversation they're having in the Matrix. When you come out here, you just leave all that back up. Why are Matrix women flying?
There isn't the same piece. The same piece doesn't really exist. Like men piece is different than women piece. This is a peaceful place for men, not women. Oh, I see. Hold on. Yeah, it's just stuck at 72, so or 720 anyway. Men's definition of peace is different than women's definition of peace. So they're not going there for peace. They're going there. I mean, does she look peaceful? No, they're going there to spread their views. Of all the places in the world that they could be in, she decided to be in Thailand. Come on now.
So they'll start thinking like Matrix-minded women how to create a division between the men and the women. I'm not saying that she's doing that intentionally, but Americans have a huge influence around the world. The way we walk, the way we talk, the way we dress, the way we dance, the way we sing and rap. Them coming here with that mindset is almost the same as bringing a foreign woman back to the States. After a couple of months, the chances of them getting infected by the Matrix virus increases and the chances of a successful relationship decreases. What do you guys think? Tap in the comment section and let us know. Another thing for you guys to know is if you notice, Elle was nowhere near that conversation.
Holy crap. Is this chick sitting in the seat Indian style? Like Dazim from Street Fighter? While carving up a banana? Is this real? Is this real? Now, I'm hoping that the dude with the dreads is hearing this. That's your wife, and this is his girl. That's your wife, this is his girl. That's your wife, this is his girl. That's your wife, this is his girl. You come home to your wife. She always has something to say. And you are obviously a man of peace. You seem like a reserved person that enjoys silence. This is a reserved woman who also enjoys silence. I know you thinking like, oh, dang, it is buyer's remorse. Buyer's remorse. She is sitting in the seat Indian style. Like just to add to the already zen of her shutting up is just and cooking. Basically, this is sex, submission, silence in one thing. Holy crap.
She was in the house. She just stayed in her room. All right, back to the conversation. You have to do the grandparents day, but the grandparents stayed married. That worked.
They had to.
Right. Now that you guys have the choice, look how it's working out for you guys.
But that's okay. This is what I understand.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful.
What you have to understand is that we're not mad. I think that is the misconception, is that we're mad at y'all because y'all not.
Holy crap. Didn't she say in the beginning that, oh, we're single because we love y'all and we're loyal to y'all, et cetera, et cetera. No, y'all single because y'all choose to be single. And apparently you just said that you're comfortable being single. You see how contradictory they are? How full of crap they are? This is what's left, fellas. This man right here. That's what's left. What do I mean by what's left? Since we're talking about Mortal Kombat, actually we was talking about Street Fighter, but now we're talking about Mortal Kombat. Since we're talking about Mortal Kombat, I want y'all to, you ever wonder what happens after Shang Tsung takes a person's soul out of their body? This is it. Somebody took his entire soul away and left just enough to chew bubble gum, or not even bubble gum, but like a Wrigley Spearmint. Like he just have enough soul left to eat nuts and chew Wrigley Spearmint gum. That is it, or a juicy fruit. But it can't be like a full bubble gum gum. It has to be like a stick. He can only chew a stick. That's how much soul he has left in his person.
With us. I think that is the big disconnect here.
You said we're mad at you
and grow hair. That's all that's left, is enough soul to grow hair and chew gum.
Guys,
I think you guys think that we're mad at y'all because y'all ain't married us, and we not. That's my point. We don't go.
Do you really feel that way?
Yes, we're not. Listen, all we say is leave us out of it. If you gotta go off and find your happiness somewhere else, go find it. Leave me alone, though.
No. Why is he looking confused? Why is her husband looking confused? First of all, they are leaving you alone. Let's be clear. They are leaving you alone. But secondly, no, they don't have to. They could say anything they want to. See, it's kind of like when unionism moved corporations, the manufacturing base, to China and other Asian countries. They can make it clear, like the reason why this product is now made in China is because y'all feel that y'all don't have to work. Y'all took the stance that I don't need a job. Now that we have unemployment, now that we have welfare, now that we have alternatives, I don't need you. So it's like, okay. But this is better than that. And they told other companies that. Good question. Good question, First Class Kings. Why does she even care if she's happily married? Because she wants to listen. Her marriage is contingent on women not being better bitches. I repeat, he took what he can get. Their marriage is based on his lack of options. I repeat, listen, and this isn't just them too. Oh no. Oh no. No, no, no. The overwhelming majority of Black marriages is based on a Black man's lack of options. It is a man saying, this is the best I can get, which is not good. Exactly. So if you have a group of women who are leveraging a box on you, what do you think the men are doing? You have these women outright telling you that we are leveraging the box on you, meaning that you are marrying for the box. You are marrying for access to this woman's past middle age vajayjay. She is counting on the desperation. And the only way these men are going to be desperate, if one, the men self-reduce their mating options. And how do you self-reduce your mating options? If you go to a nightclub and it's 100 women there, and 13 of them are Black and 87 are not Black, and you say, oh, I'm going to stick with this 13, you, sir, have reduced your mating options. So you already self-reduced, and not in a good way. It's not like you say, oh, I'm not going to mess with the fat ones. Nope, you self-reduced to a factor of 87% of the women there. So you self-reduced, and then those 13 have collaborated together and decided to leverage the box on your dumb ass. And now look at you. Look at you. Look at you! Look at you! Look at you! This is what a man looks like after a box is leveraged on him. This is what it looks like and feels like a lifetime of what y'all thought that the box leveraging ends after marriage. You thought that the box leveraging ends after marriage. No, marriage is just the beginning. That is the beginning of the box leveraging. In fact, once you marry, she no longer has to leverage the box. She's leveraging everything on you. Everything. She's leveraging everything on you. She's leveraging them kids. She's leveraging alimony. She's leveraging your dogs. She could kill your dog. She is leveraging everything on you after you marry. And now they're gonna leverage, false allegations and stuff. She is leveraging everything. Why? Because you married a leverager. And look at you. You're not gonna say nothing. You want to know why you're not gonna say nothing? Because she has leverage. And she knows it. Don't talk back, nigga, and grow some hair. I want to see 6 inches more of hair by the end of the month. Or else I'm going to leverage your ass. Exactly. Say something. I dare you.
Right? You don't gotta make a series about why American women are horrible and why American women are there and why Black women are there. Like, just go off and do your damn thing. And then we don't have no reason to respond. Like, there's nothing to respond to. Go live your life. We're not mad.
One of the complaints that men and women in the States have. regarding the passport bro movement is that we're just taking our resources and going to other countries. I noticed one of the top outlets or top complaints that they have about what we're doing is that you guys are putting down or talking about Black women. You are degrading the queens. You are talking about the women so much. You could just leave. Why do you have to talk about Black women?
Just go do your thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't really care about where you go and who you being with if you just don't fish on us.
You're right. We are talking about the sisters. Black.
I will shit where I please. How dare you? How dare you? You see, she sounds like a restaurant owner who's upset at the invention of Yelp. Imagine a crappy, God dang, my foot fell asleep. Imagine a crappy restaurant. Imagine a crappy restaurant. And they're just used to being crappy, and they just get off on new people walking into their restaurant and eating their crap for the first time. They're just used to it. They stay in business by that because they're leveraging food. They're leveraging food. That's what they're doing. They're leveraging food. They're like, listen, I know that my food tastes like prison orphan crap. It tastes like the crap that they feed orphans in prison. That is what my food tastes like. This isn't shade at the orphans because I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about like those old-timey black and white, you know, like Oliver Twist type movies, and the guy pours like some slop on the plate, and then he's like, please, sir, can I have some more? I'm talking about that type of orphan. Now I know that's not y'all. So yeah, that's the type of food they giving. They're taking that food and then they're like, oh, you know, how dare you ask for more? And then they throw them into prison and then they give them crappier food than that. That is y'all vaginas. That is what y'all are serving. And y'all are like, listen, we're going to leverage this on you because we have the monopoly. We have the pussopoly on you, United Negroes. On you, loyalty Negroes. On you, pro-black Negroes. We have the pussopoly on your penis. And we're going to leverage that pussopoly. We are going to leverage the pussopoly that we have on you. But then Yelp is invented. And then and people who find like other restaurants that don't taste like orphan prison food, they start giving you bad reviews. And you don't like that. But guess what? It is my right as a penis yielding man of the USA. As a penis having man of the USA, it is my right to critique each and every single vajayjay food. I can critique everything. You young people don't know. Y'all can critique y'all professors. There's a website called Rate Your Professors. I bet you, I had a few. I done walked into a few crappy ones, and my homies told me, they was like, "Don't take such and such." And I'm like, listen, I am not going to wake up 7 o'clock in the morning and take this 8 o'clock class just so I can avoid such and such. Wrong. For those of you who are not students yet, do not go to a bad Rate Your Professor if you can avoid it. So yes, I am going to Yelp a restaurant. I am going to rate a professor. I am going to, put however many stars I feel that my Uber driver deserves on the app. And I'm going to rate your pussy. Okay? Deal with it. Mad at us because your pussy got a bad Yelp review. Be a better bitch. Be a better bitch. Because your whole premise now is that I don't have to be a better bitch because I have a job. Bitch! And look at your husband. Okay, let me continue. That is a really, really, really nice tie.
Black, white, Asian. We are talking about the behavior pattern of modern women and many sisters
So
in the
we're not
States.
going to be like Thai women because our hair's different.
Right. What's the
All right. Well, there you go. There you go. You see, that's like that crap restaurant I was talking about. Saying we're not going to be like the Cheesecake Factory because our history is different. Okay. Well, I'm not going to eat that crap. Fuck yo damage. Where's my sandwich? Fuck yo damage. Where's my sandwich? I don't care. You know, shout out to myself for the light-skinned song. I don't really care what you've been through. Nobody's gonna tell me what the fuck to do. Let me diversify my seed. Shout out to me. I don't really care what you've been through. Nobody's gonna tell me what the fuck to do. No damn history. What that have to do with the price of a titty in Tahiti? A vagina in Virginia?
TikTok videos all about? If you're saying they don't care
The
on a
TikTok
regular
videos
basis.
are saying, look at your little dusty ass. Nobody wanted you anyway. Okay. Yes, you over there getting that woman because you can give her $200 a month and she's going to be happy and taken.
You damn right. You damn right. And I recommend each and every single person think that way. And I'm not even talking about, you know, the price of thigh and tie. The price of virgin in the islands. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about with each and every single aspect of your life. You look for the best value. And the best value is determined by two factors. That's cost and benefit. The best cost to benefit ratio. That is the best value, period. Yeah, look how she's looking at her. And look at him. Look at him. He's like a male Kelly Bundy. What the hell? This is what they want for all of us.
All right, this is another thing I'm talking about. You're sitting in someone else's country with someone else in the living room sitting.
Yeah, you're damn right. If your $2,000 a month is doing something in Thailand, then go to Thailand. Look at how both of them is looking at her. Look at how both of them is looking at her. They are really just scowling this chick. They think she is nuts. Look at the seating arrangement. Look at the seating arrangement. They don't want to touch her. They don't want whatever mental illness she has to rub off on her. Look at the seat. Look at how much closer they are to each other. She got her hand on her lap, and the only thing that got her hand off her thigh is the pillow. Their legs are touching. There's like a gap between the two, and you know, as big as the gap between her and her own damn husband. I bet your husband is sitting next to the bald head dude, is sitting closer to the bald head dude than he is to his wife. This chick is nuts. She is repulsive. Like the bodily energy is just repulsing people. Like they just like inched away little by little, and next thing you know, this chick is almost off the damn couch, and this chick is just munched up. It's just munched up on her. They like shoulder to shoulder, literally. They like bumping elbows, literally, to get away from this chick. She is naturally repulsive. This is what happens when you leverage the box. When you have a box leveraged on you, this is what happens. This is what they want for all of you. I'm going to clip that. This is what they want for all of you.
Right next to you. Not even taking into consideration you could be insulting them. Like I said earlier, this conversation.
And that's another thing. She is talking about Thai chicks like right in front of this Thai chick. And she don't even know, because she don't have respect for others. And she don't have respect for others because she's an awful human being. She is an awful human being. She's a purple Smurf. She is an awful. Here's what I mean by I remember as a kid, I seen one episode when the Smurfs turned into like purple Smurfs, and they would like bite the tail of another Smurf, and then that Smurf would turn purple, and they were awful. That's what she is. These are Mogwai, and you are a gremlin. You're not regular.
I don't think she meant to insult her. However, this is the matrix thinking I'm talking about, that men are trying to get away from. This is why women from other countries are clapping back now.
The reason that men are willing to fly across the miles just to marry a Filipina wife like me, it's because they're running away from women like you.
Ah! 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 Oh, my soul. My soul. Oh. Oh. Dang, why she got her tongue out? Dang, that was brutal. It's brutal but true.
You don't know how to respect humans. I'm not saying that women in this country are the same as you, but what I'm trying to imply here is that respect is the key. We know how to respect humans. We know how to respect our husband. We know how to respect a relationship. See, I respect my husband because that's what I see from my mother. My mother taught us.
And notice how what she's saying is the exact opposite, because she's saying like, you know, I don't have to respect my husband like my grandmother did. But it's like, is it a matter of have to or want to? You obviously don't want to. So the moment you feel like you don't have to, you don't. That's telling.
To value our family, our children, our husband before ourselves.
Like my man Obsidian says, you're starting a war on 3 fronts. And the craziest part about it all is some of you women and some of you simps don't see a problem with this. This type of thing has become normal in the Matrix. To be honest, I like her fire and her passion and her ability to think on her feet.
She's not thinking on her feet. She's just spewing garbage. Like if she was thinking on her feet, she would know not to say the things that she was saying in the company as she was saying it.
There's pain coming from somewhere. I'm calling on all my YouTube superheroes to tap in on this. MTR, Obsidian, O'Shea, Pink Book Lesson, The Angry Man. Makes sense.
As a Filipina, what can you offer for your future husband?
I can give a lot. I think they like to offer a lot. What are those? To be a wife, mostly here in the Philippines, we are the one who take care of them. We used to cook for them because that's a wife job.
The things that we've been shamed.
It's funny because those are the exact same things she refused to offer.
Or for decades here in the States are things that they embrace over there in the Philippines.
That's slavery. That's the way we take care of our man. That's why maybe they love to be with the Filipina because they feel like they've been taken care of very well.
Your little $2,000 a month is doing something in Thailand, whereas in the States, we broke, nigga. I gotta go to work. That ain't enough. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You can go up there and be King Kong, but don't act like you some prize and you are over.
Did she just point to her husband when she said your little $2,000 a month ain't shit? Let me see that. I hope that. Oh, yep, there it is. Thought you knew. Thought you knew. Thought you. Whoop, there it is. I thought you knew. All right, hold on. I'm gonna write this down. This is like a perfect thumbnail picture. I wish I did this time step as a thumbnail picture. Hold on, that's a 15, 14. All right. She pointed at her husband and said, your little $2,000 a month ain't shit. Wow. Wow. Look at how he's looking at both. Yeah, and he is sitting closer to the dude than he is to his own damn wife. Wow. I just can't like move past this. Like I know it's dead air, but I just can't like get over the fact that she just pointed at her husband and said, your $2,000 a month ain't shit. I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna clip this right now. So from this point on, 3, 2, 1, clip. The woman on your screen here is pointing at her husband while saying, your $2,000 a month ain't ish. We still broke. Let's have a listen.
I gotta go to work. That ain't enough. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You can go up there and be King Kong, $1,000.
They embrace over there in the Philippines.
Thailand, whereas in the States we broke, nigga. I gotta go to work. That ain't enough. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You can go up there and be King Kong, but don't act like you some.
Yep. Yep. This is your life. And this is the good part. This is a vacation. He's on vacation now. He is on vacation now. And this is, oh crap. Oh crap. You got to ask, where do Cuck's balls go? You know, there's a song, a real old song. Where do broken hearts go? Do they find their way home? Where do Cuck's balls go? That's what it is. That's what it is. That's how he's able to grow dreads. See, testosterone prevent regular guys from growing hair that damn long. But with no balls, you just start getting estrogen and hair.
Prize, and you are over there, and that is fine. But yes, we didn't want you, and there's good reason. You had nothing to offer. You had nothing to offer me. That's why we don't care. We're not mad about it. Go, do your thing.
They just want you to just leave and don't say.
That's where they get it. That's where they get it. From him. From him. No, they don't shrivel up like raisins in the sun. And I know the poem that you're talking about. No, it's deeper than that. Because I always wondered, where do rainbow people get the balls when they get the operation? Where do they get the balls from? They get it from cucks. They get it from dudes like him. He sold his balls to a San Francisco L. Gibbet. That is what happened. He sold, she's still pointing at him. He sold his balls to a San Francisco L. Gibbet. Hit the like button. That's where they get balls from. I was wondering, where do they get? I thought they get it from the dead, but no, they get it from him. They get it from him. Right now, there's a lady boy somewhere walking around with his balls while his wife points to his ballless penis. That is what's going on right now. Or he traded it for hair.
Talking about. You can go over there and be King Kong, but don't act like you some prize and you are over there, and that is fine. But yes, we didn't want you, and there's good reason. You had nothing to offer. You had nothing to offer me. That's why we don't care. We're not mad about that. Go do your.
Okay, so if he has nothing to offer you, then offer it to somebody who appreciates it. And notice how she feels that money is the only thing a man can offer. Look at how they're looking. And they're closer to each other than they were before. She actually scooched in. Closer. They are moving further away. They're moving further away. Look at the couch dynamic. Look at how close everybody is to everybody else but her. And this chick, she is just pissed. She looks like she is going to just, and I would love to see it. If her dress wasn't tight, I could picture her saying, "King Sai Gi," and then doing like a helicopter kick, and then just like helicopter kicking the shit out this bitch off the balcony. I picture her doing that. I picture her turning into Chung Li, and I know Chung Li is Chinese and she's Thai. I picture her doing like Chung Li right now, saying "King Sai Gi," and then doing that, and then hitting her with the lightning foot right now. That is what she's thinking. She's like, listen, if this chick, that's why they close. She's like, listen, if this chick wasn't between us, King Sai Gi would happen right now.
They just want you to just leave and don't say nothing. But when we tried that and we were quiet, every other female on TikTok had something to say. Passport Bro movement was a quiet movement where nobody bothering nobody. We wasn't saying nothing to.
See how much hair he don't have? See how much hair he don't have? I want y'all to look at the top of this man's head and know that he knows what the fuck he's talking about. Look at how much hair he don't have. And that's because he's not out stimulating his follicles trying to get these bitches what they want. He's more concerned about the length of her hair because that's what's important, not his own.
Nobody. Getting our passports, finding a country, and going about our business. All the expats, all you retirees, ex-military, pension holders, Social Security holders, you just got your passport, you found your country, and you just left. We've been doing it for years.
And that's another thing. I got boomers in my family. I say families because both sides, but you know, in my family, that they're reaching that time. And boomers is a large percentage of the population because it was a birth boom. They are turning 65 and Zoom. It's going to be like it is going to be like an exodus, a mass exodus at 65 of boomers, not black, white, other. They are Zoom. These are the guys that was divorced in the 80s, you know, stepdads in the 90s, and then divorced again in the early 2000s. Parceled some single mama pussy together for, you know, the last 20 years. And now that they retired, Zoom. And none of them got any hair. You take all their hair together and it won't match that cucks. Look at how bald this head is.
Since World War II.
Just leave us out of it, because what you do is you go out and you spit this bullshit to the world, and that whole world, we as black women, we already at the bottom of the motherfucking totem pole. Everybody.
You damn right you're at the bottom, because you have no desire to be on the top. I mean, before you was like, we don't care if we sing or not. Then why are you worried if you're at the bottom of the totem pole, bitch? That is where you belong. Like that's like somebody saying, I don't care if I win a race, and then complain about being in last. My grandma used to have to run. I ain't running. All right, well, you're gonna be in last place. Oh, okay, you know, but I don't care. But don't tell people I'm in last place. No, I'm an announcer. That's what I'm gonna do.
At the very fucking bottom. So the last thing we need is our brothers, whether you at least look at me like your sister or your.
If I looked at you like my sister, I'm not gonna try to fuck you. Stop miss me with that sisterhood crap. Fellas, this is an experiment. Oh, sister, brother. If their sisterly love was the same as, if their brotherly love was the same as the sisterly love that that they want you to have, then tell them like, hey sister, come here for a second. You mind sucking my dick? No, but you're my sister. So because you're my sister, I want you to suck my dick. You mind doing that for me? Because you're my sister. Try pulling that crap on them. They're expecting all this. Oh, you're my brother. You're my brother. You should do this for me. You should do this. Suck my dick. Until the day where each and every single black man can walk up to a unwed single black woman and stick his dick in her mouth, I do not want to hear shit about brother or sisterhood. The fuck up. Miss me with that. Put it like this. What is the benefit of being your brother that match the benefit that you're asking for? My sister, if you don't shut the fuck. That reminds me, I'm gonna call Bernard tonight because I'm gonna start talking crap. I'm gonna start reviewing The Color Purple. So stay tuned for that.
Cousin is shitting on me, right? Making other men not want to date me because we're proud of other things, right? So
they don't want to date you, and it's because you're problematic. And you don't care if they want to date you because you're about leveraging box. You're trying to create a situation where they have to date you. You don't care if they want to date you. If they are, look at this dude. I told you he has no soul. He has just enough soul in his aura to chew gum and grow hair. He is about to fall asleep while his wife is pointing at him talking crap. But they don't want you. They are stuck with you because you're the only person that's going to give them box.
all we saying is just like, shut up, nigga.
They're just saying, don't say it.
Shut your ass up.
Women in the United States say, passport bros, you're fucking saints. You're putting us down. But the one thing I noticed that we hadn't done, I noticed this. No one has ever accused the passport bro, expats, No one has ever accused any of us of lying on black women.
Now ain't no nigga who ever want to marry me because the way y'all talk about it, you know what I'm saying? So it's all.
And she's married. Ain't no nigga ever gonna want to marry me except this one. But he make $2,000 a month. That ain't shit. She's basically still bitching that she can't get the man that she wants to marry her. She's stuck with this nigga. Is essentially what she just said while he's there about to go to sleep. This is his vacation. Silent Lamont has a point. He says harder to hustle without a monopoly. It's harder to leverage without a monopoly. So if you have like the last bit of rice in China, you know, if you own all the rice in China, then you know you have leverage. It's like if you want to, if you want some of my rice, then you must teach me how to kung fu fight or whatever the crap. No matter what, like it's leverage. When you have all of something, it's easy to leverage. But they don't. You only have 13% of the pussy in the US. That leaves the other 87% of the pussy in the US and all the others in the world open. Not literally yet. Yeah. But nonetheless available. So the only ones that you have the monopoly on is the ones that you raise to be loyal to your shit.
We say, go do you. You know, we respond to men. We start off just.
Yeah, but y'all started this one. Y'all started this passport.
When you pay attention to the passport bros, like they're getting women from like the DR, Colombia,
Yes.
The Philippines.
Shout out to Xena, this chick here. Xena facially is just slightly less hot than Kelly Stamps. And that's not an insult. That is definitely a compliment. It's like slightly. You know, it's like a subtle less, but still up there. I mean, Kelly Stamps is up there, so you are definitely up there, but she's just slightly less hot.
In Thailand, like women that can speak very little English, women that don't have education, women that need them, women that need them.
Women are raised to be wives.
Why do they think I give a shit? Why does she think that the stuff that she said is bad? Like these are the cons. Like they have less education and, you know, blah, blah, blah. I do not give a damn. About her education.
Mm-hmm. They learn everything from birth, from their father, from their mother, how to be a wife and how to support your men.
We're culturally trained to be a good wife.
Wow.
Extra Brazil.
No wonder why they bad, son. No wonder why they're bad. Let's get it.
Yeah, we are taught that this is our job. This is supposed to be our job, or this is supposed to be our duty to please our husbands or to be a good wife. But again,
it is your duty. And they were taught the same thing, but they ignored it. It's like Kane from Menace to Society. You know, he was like, yeah, but you got a father. He was like, yeah, but you got a grandmother and a grandfather, but you don't listen. So what's the point? These chicks had women in their lives that taught them how to be decent women, and they just chose to ignore it.
for me, I don't see it as a job.
Mm-hmm.
We do these things because we love to do them.
Love it.
Yeah.
And
Love
of course, it would make your man happy.
We're talking about this because some Western women do believe that cooking and cleaning is slavery. So what's your opinion about that?
El Guapo's opinion is that is just an excuse to be lazy.
I don't see myself being slave cooking or cleaning at our house, you know, or
Filipino women do a lot of dumb crap, but this isn't it. I will say this. This isn't it. They definitely got this part right. Whoever came up with the bright idea of trying to seduce a man by being less feminine is stupid.
Slavery when you're forced to do it.
Yeah.
True.
Right? We grew up with this in parents' house, even to spoon feed them. Like,
Oh,
Oh, hell nah.
This is a huge red flag. You only
Yeah. Yeah, do that. Put the food in my mouth. Put it in my mouth. A Jello pudding snack. Yeah. Put the spoon in the Jello, pick up a spoonful of Jello, and put it in my mouth.
men who like to go overseas to find a partner is men who like to prey on vulnerable women. Because when you go find a wife in the Philippines or Thailand or Eastern Europe or wherever these places are that are overseas, I'm assuming you mean they're more biddable, that they're less outspoken, they don't demand anything.
Yes, that's exactly what we mean.
Of you. That they're just happy to be rescued from their poverty-stricken life of no opportunity, and in return, all they have to do is subject themselves to your advances. I do wonder at your motivation for a while.
Yes. Yes, that's exactly it. Subject yourself to my advances.
Why you want to go overseas to find a partner?
Maybe I find it extra triggering because I was born in Africa.
Because they're not you. Oh, y'all hear that? She was born in Africa. Look at her. Look at her. Look at how delicious she looks.
And it's just so insulting because they have this superiority complex. They just assume that everyone in these countries lives like the charity adverts that they see on television. And it's just like, pull your head out of your ass.
Shout out to the beautiful patient Zena from Africa with the English accent. Make sure to subscribe to her channel. And by the way, I love the way she says,
pull your head out of your ass.
I do too.
Personally, if I was a man looking for a woman and that is all my country had to offer me, I would buy a one-way ticket as well. I mean, I'm sorry, I don't mean to be rude, but the way she spoke about these women and their countries was so disrespectful and so out of line. Can you blame the men for not wanting to come home to that every day after work? I don't. I personally don't.
So I was thinking about, do they care? Why do they care that men are going their own way?
All right, hold on. Let me pause it for a second to let the internet catch up. But yeah, it's let me read some chats. It says, yeah, having a clean house and food to eat is slavery. Well, I mean, it's funny because they do it anyway. Like, they cook their own food, obviously, too much of it. But it's slave when other people eat it. Like, imagine, so apparently they're slaves to their children, or they're not because they Uber Eats their children or whatever the crap. Like, people who's never been a slave but compare stuff to slavery is stupid. It really is. I mean, because anything you do, anything a human being, anything a free-born human being does is something that a slave has done also. That's why people say stupid crap like sweating like a slave. Everybody sweats, ass butt. You can say that about anyone. Oh, I'm running like a slave. Like, listen, I get it. Slaves do everything that human beings do. It's just that their actions are forced. Now, are you forced to sweat is the question. Like, so miss me with that. But, oh, I'm cooking like a shut your stupidity up.
And finding women in foreign countries. Why are they so upset? Why do they call them dusty and useless? And then get mad that they're leaving. You don't want them, but they want them. Why are they making these videos? To tell us how they don't care.
Ever notice how the chicks who talk about such and such like a slave be the ones that is worth the least on the auction block? Let's talk about that for a second. Let's be clear. There are varying levels of auction block value. Now, I know Mandingo. So I would understand if some, off shirt, muscle bound, 8-pack, Mandingo looking dude was to just go for top dollar and is greater than mine. Let me show y'all what I'm talking about. Oh, wait, where's the last chick? Hold on. Okay, well, not her. Okay, but I would assume, depending on what the physical desires of the people were back then, I'm pretty sure that Xena here would go for a pretty penny. If they had pennies back then. Yeah, they did. It just didn't have Abe Lincoln on it because he freed the slaves. So, somebody else was on it. But anyway, she would go for a pretty penny because she looks like a pretty penny. Yeah. And, but the other chicks, the ones who's like, that's slavery. First of all, that's not slavery for you. That is not slavery for you. Why? Because Xena is in the house. You are not in the house. You are on the field. And you're not on the field picking. Nope. You are on the field hauling. Meaning that when more attractive female slaves pick their 100 pounds, they put it on your back and you haul it to the cottonry, to the gin, or to the scale, or wherever cotton goes. That's you. You are on the field. You are on the sugar. You are on the sugar field, and they just watching you. You are in trouble all the time because they look at your figure and they think that you're eating the sugar in the field all the damn time. You are that. You are not in the house. You are not a comfort girl. That is not you. Talking about washing dishes. No, unless you are picking sugar, tobacco, or cotton. That's what slavery is for you. Stop talking like you heard. Washing dishes is her type of slavery, not yours.
And it finally struck me. The video was not for the passport boys. The videos are for their orbiters, the friend zone men.
This is true.
They want to make sure they don't get this idea in their head that they can go somewhere else.
This is true.
That there are other women available to them if they just leave the country.
Like her husband.
They need these men to stay in their orbit, to keep validating them. That is what they're terrified, is they will lose the influence they have amongst the few men who still put up with them.
What is your definition of a passport boy?
He was talking about him. Holy crap. She scooched in. Wait, something happened. Because, notice how they're not, stuck together. Somebody told them to do this. They had to be told to get closer to this bitch.
Personal definition, so I get what you mean.
Well, okay, so the way passport bros have been presented, okay, or at least the understanding of the passport bros I have are men who basically on board to find women that are not American. That is their ultimate goal, is to find a non-American woman.
Okay, that's a reasonably fair definition.
Because American women ain't shit. I mean, that's the second part of it.
Western, but yeah.
Actually, that's not what we all said.
Okay, I'm not going to speak for y'all, but I believe that there is absolute truth to that. But what does that say about you and your vagina? What does that really say about you? Say that there is a movement, and let's just call it the Not GC movement. And it's a group of people who are looking for YouTube channels to watch that isn't GC. That's not GameChanger's channel. What does that say about my channel? Think about that for a second. Scott, thanks for being a channel member. Like, this is the Not GC, this is the Not GameChanger channel movement.
The definition of a passport bro is different for other people, but I'm gonna let Patient Zena break it down for you, because she's about the closest I've heard to what a passport bro really is.
So for those of you who've never heard of passport bros, a quick summary is they are Western men who are moving to other non-Western countries in order to find a partner. And the reason for that is because they prefer non-Western women. And this has caused a bit of a drama.
Okay. Gregory Hine or Zoom To Thiland, she said the exact same thing that the other chick said. But you heard it because she's hotter. And I'm not talking about like facially and bodily and accentally and youthfully. I'm talking about personality, you know, intelligency, like all of the Z's. Like, she is better in each and every single way that a man measures woman. That is why you heard her when she said it, because she said it better. Exactly, Cafe. Pretty women's words count more because we actually give a shit about what they want. Because they have more of what we want. She just replaced the, you know, she just, you know, like the one chick said American, you know, and, but yeah, it's pretty much the same definition.
I guess on social media, there are some women who are not very happy about it. And so I thought we'd kind of just take a look at the interactions between the women who are against it and the men's responses to them.
We don't talk enough about how passport bros are just predators.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh. Syrup factory. Syrup, I'm telling you, there is a factory where they make syrup and all the bitches look like this. What in the hell? Mammy. What? Why do the women that look and sound like Xena agree with us, but the women who don't look like this?
I'm not a predator if I sleep with women in a...
She looks like if you popped her head off, you could get cookies out of her. Like, oh, damn. Oh, this dude. Okay, let's see what he has to say.
America, but if I sleep with women outside of America, I'm a predator. Got you.
So that is my understanding now. You could be traveling, because some of them do, right? They may be talking to a girl online for 6 months and take that to the DR finally, or whatever the case may be, right? They're not all moving. A lot of them are really going to try to get their girls and bring them back. You know, sex come with it, but yeah. And so again, we don't have an issue with the fact that niggas get online like, yeah, look what I got. Yeah, y'all mistakes, yeah. And all
y'all see the body language of the chick? Y'all see the body language of the chick? Hold on. Watch this.
Yeah, look what I got. Yeah, y'all women back in the States, yeah. And all this other wild, weird ass shit. Like,
she moved her hand.
Get your girl to stop.
Oh, this is classic.
You got a little baddie, good for you. But like, y'all being real weird and ignorant about it. You know what I'm saying? Not you personally, but the quote unquote.
So that's your definition of a passport, bro. Basically.
Yes, that's what we perceive passport. That's what they have presented themselves to be.
You got an attitude about everything. You believe that every man should be making $100 a year, average man to be 6 feet, but there's only 14% of us in the world that are 6 feet. So why are you lying to yourself about that? Step to me when you hear one brother of the passport bro movement, what he just said was a lie. Y'all ain't got an attitude. Is that a lie?
We'll talk about that some other time.
Now I want to talk about it now. See,
Fred,
another reason why
I said we'll talk about that some other time. You know.
Shout out to Fred Sanford. Shout out to Fred Sanford. Rest in peace, Fred Sanford. Or excuse me. Rest in peace, Red Fox. Fun fact about Red Fox. Red Fox used to run in a gang with Malcolm X. Back in Malcolm X's Detroit Red days. Red Fox was known as Harlem Red. Malcolm was known as Detroit Red. Fun fact. And if you don't believe me, the receipt is in the autobiography of Malcolm X, as read to Alex Haley. I was shocked when I read it. They don't mention it in the movie, but no, it's a fun fact. And shout out to him. Shout out to Al Bundy. Shout out to the men in the shows that really just fought back against the gynocracy. Now they lost, but they put up the good fight. No, ma'am, it's a good fight. Red Fox used to tell his neighbor each and every single day how she was an ugly ass bitch. And then he went to Harlem Nights. And he called Vero, you fat bitch. Even a parrot was, fat bitch. Al Bundy and Red Fox really knew how to put their foot up the gynocracy's ass. Shout out to them. Let's see what he got to say.
Don't tell me what I talk about. You don't tell me what I talk about in my own house.
Don't you point your finger at my nose, Fred Sanford.
I'll point my finger at your nose and I'll point my foot somewhere else.
It all goes back to traditional roles. It ain't about how much money you got and all that stuff. We don't care about that. We don't care if you work at McDonald's. If we're attracted to you and you take care of us, because men innately, I don't know if it's right or wrong, we look for somebody like a mother. We look for somebody.
Dang, that look good. Oh, by the way, after this, I'm going to have movie night. And the movie that I'm going to cover is The Temptations. So if you want the link to movie night, go ahead and email me at GameChanger00100@gmail, and I will send you the link. And yeah, it's going to start like 5-10 minutes after this show.
Right, it's going to cook. It's going to take care of it. It's going to clean.
Yeah, but y'all want me to mother you and fuck you, and that's it. Okay?
What the hell?
Like, that's it. Like, y'all got to pick one. Like, I can't be your mama and your freak. Like, y'all want too much from a woman sometimes. Let's be real. Like, that's crazy.
So you can't cook and fuck? Well, if you feel that that's too much, then, you know, we'll like tell your job that the thing that they want from you is too much and see that they don't hire somebody else. Like, how's cooking and cleaning mothering?
crazy.
I have permission to post this, right? I just want to make sure.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Oh, gosh, that was, man. All right, well, shout out to the people that covered it before me. Man. Okay, so yeah, that happened. While I set up for movie night, I'm going to talk about Jonathan Majors for a second. Actually, before I talk about Jonathan Majors, shout out once again to Megan Good for being good. Like, she's a good chick to a dude. You know, she got at him at the worst time. And she stuck with him through the worst time, not just the good times. So, salute to him. All right, salute to her for being a real one. When chicks is talking about my sister this, sister that, yeah, miss me with that. Anyway, it looks like he's gonna have a part 2 in a couple days for that. So I'll probably cover that. Who knows if I have the time. But that's that. Let me find the link to let me find the link to movie night. But before I do that, let me show what happened with Jonathan Majors. Here we go. All right. The latest evidence and how he didn't do it. Okay, I'm back. Needless to say, it did not play out like he wanted it to. It did not play out like like the prosecution. That's what I mean when I say he. Like the prosecution said it did. According to the prosecution, in order for this to make sense, he would have had to have whooped that trick and then ran. It is amazing how eager. Let me see. It's amazing how eager they are to try to keep a black man down. It really is. But yeah, so shout out to Megan Good for that. All right. And let me see if I can find the link to movie night before I let you all go. And let's see. All right, that's the Zoom link to movie night. Come on through. We are going to watch first a movie called The Mail Lady. It's about kind of like Obsessed, white girl after some BBC, from a married black man with a happy black family. So going to examine that. And then we are going to go into the main portion, and that is David Ruffin and the Temptations. So stay tuned for that. Outside of that, I want to thank the Cash Apps and Super Chats, managers and moderators, those who are listening silently, and those who participate in the chat. Come through the movie night. We have fun there. This is GameChanger 00100. Game over. Peace.